Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is Kunal Shah from Nirmal Bang. Kunal, hi, good to have you. And, the dollar has seen a bit of a decline, trading below 106, and that's given a fresh life for many of these metals, which had started to kind of consolidate, even see a bit of a profit taking. And the street now is waiting for the first quarter GDP numbers and the PCE data from US. Ahead of that, we've seen a bit of a buying comeback in many of these. I want to start with copper trading at a two-year highs. Where do you see the prices move from here?
Well, the bull run in copper started with all the smelters in China cutting their production, and then after that, we've seen in last 15 days 2 mines cutting their production. So I think the rally of copper right now is all about the supply side weakness in the ore market, copper ore market. The copper concentrate market is looking very tight right now, and that is causing the prices to move up. If you look at the premiums in China, the premiums is clearly indicating that the demand is not aggressively coming at this rate, but it's a supply side story. And with the combination of that, we have rate cuts. So expectation of rate cuts. So everyone is waiting for bad data. You saw the US manufacturing PMI numbers declining, and immediately everything went up. So like you rightly said, today we have US GDP numbers, tomorrow PCE data. I'm not expecting any major negative surprise in PCE data, but any soft number, US soft GDP number will definitely cause dollar index to weaken, and the expectation of rate cuts will build. So I would broadly say that mainly the major trigger point will be US GDP data, and on the basis of that, we are going to see another rally or downside. My guess is from here, the upside is limited for the time being. I'm not expecting a major run up from here in near term. Consolidation is something what I'm expecting right now. And if you ask me 3 months, 4 months down the line, what will be the possible trend? That is definitely looking pretty positive. So broader trend still remains strong, but in short term, we may see some consolidation to downward correction if the US data is positive.
Not just copper, because we've seen gains in aluminum and zinc also. These are also trading at multi-month highs. The kind of run-up euphoria that we've seen in copper seems to be spilling over to other metals. Do you see an equal amount of strength in these as well for a broader, longer-term period?
Aluminum also, because of the sanctions being put on Russia, I think aluminum will also remain pretty tight as far as the supply side is concerned going forward. And see, the major narrative right now is rate cuts. Whether it is going to be delayed or whether it will come on time, that is one thing. But there is one thing is very clear, that rate cuts are coming, maybe in June, July, August, September, anywhere. And if the rate cuts are coming, the monetary easing cycle is beginning. So that is always going to be bullish from the macro point of view. So whichever metals are fundamentally relatively strong, like copper, number one, strongest, second will be aluminum, third will be zinc, fourth will be lead on MCX. That is how it is going to perform. So two metals relatively look strong to me fundamentally from the supply side is copper and aluminum.
Okay, noted that. So that's about the non-ferrous metals. Coming to the ferrous metals, and we've seen good amount of strength here too. Steel is surging up. Iron ore is trading at a 6-week highs. Here as well, it is China which is looking at stocking yet again. There were some positive statements about state governments now looking to push the pending projects in sense of infrastructure. That is where the steel and iron ore demand seems to be coming in from.
Yes, so everyone has written off China 2 months back. No one was saying that the Chinese real estate market is weak, metal should not go up. And suddenly we see China stabilizing and the built up of rate cut expectation. These two are the main drivers for commodities right now. Any commodity, you name any commodity, and the major reason why everything is rallying right now is the main is expectation of the change in the monetary policy by all the Western central bankers. That is the major issue. And second is China stabilization. So we've seen Chinese stock market also, I think, have risen by more than 10% in last 1.5 months. So a sense of stability in China coupled with the macro factors like expectation of rate cuts. And third is the supply side story going on in a lot of these metals. So even ferrous, for that matter, we've seen China's steel production is declining right now. and that is basically lifting the prices of steel. And if you look at iron ore also, iron ore prices have rallied by almost 15%. So stronger steel and iron prices will also lead to higher ferrous metals also. In India also, ferrous metals should do well going forward. Stronger demand, stronger growth expectation, and curbing imports. So if right now we've seen the Chinese import, if China's production is coming down, then the Chinese imports will be also taken care of. So even ferrous metals looks quite positive going forward.
A final question then on precious metal prices, Kunal, and we have seen prices see a bit of a profit taking from its highs. But at these current levels, do you think this is a good time to start accumulating, or one should wait for further dips?
Gold about $23.50 doesn't look bullish in shorter term, and I don't recommend to go long, fresh longs at these levels. Everyone, after we've seen a rally from 2000, 2400, everyone has upgraded their target to 26, 2800, $3,000. But I don't think so. This is not the time, you aggressively buy gold at these levels. Most of the positive fundamentals are already priced in. So in a shorter term, I'm not expecting any major rally from here. It requires more trigger, any major deterioration in the geopolitical landscape or something like that. So about 2350 to 2400, these are the levels, I'm not bullish right now. As per me, in shorter term, it can decline. It can again retest 23, 22, $90. And then perhaps after that, you see some stability and then it will go up. But in near term, I'm not very bullish on gold.
Okay, all right, Kunal as well as Manisha. Thanks very much for bringing us that update with regards to the commodities. Well, for the equities, it's a